I just got Sam put to bed, and now I have to clean my messy house. My husband was home with him today and made chili, and unfortunately there's a little bit of a mess, but that just is par for the course when you're taking care of a baby all day. So I am going to put you down and work on getting this kitchen clean. So I've been using this Mrs. Meyer's apple cider scent. And honestly, I got the Instapot for Christmas and I have not been using my oven at all. But I got this from the Clove Company. One of the YouTubers on here, I can't remember who was running with a special. And it smells so good. It's very fall. And I've been using the same bottle for a while. But it smells so good. I'm actually kind of sad that I might have to get rid of it, because I think it's just a seasonal scent. I don't think it's one that comes out year round, but I just use it and I wipe down the counters. Oh, this, some people might recognize it. I guess it's from the 70s. My Aunt Yankee, and that is what we called her. My Aunt Yankee actually gave that to me when she passed away. So it always is here on my stove, which I would like to scrub down and use all that and get all the little marks off, but honestly that happens like twice a year during spring cleaning. And just being a realist, as long as it looks decent, which I don't know if it's just us or if it's this stove, but maybe some of you guys have this issue. Right here, do you see like those little, I don't know, you might not be able to see it, but it almost looks like burn marks. And it doesn't matter how hard I scrub, it doesn't matter what I use, it doesn't come off. So I'm sorry for moving you guys around, because I'm new to all of this. So I'm going to use a cup to prop you up, and we're going to clean. And I will keep the same process. So once I have all that clean, I'm going to start working on this side. So now that my dishes are done, once I go in the dishwasher, I'm going which, by the way, if you don't have an Instapot, you should definitely get one because they're amazing. So I usually start the dishwasher. And then I'm going to start on these dishes. Does anybody else have like a favorite mug? I definitely have one. I mean, I have a million, but I use this one a lot. And so every day, I'm getting 2 or 2 because I feel like they say it takes 21 days to make a habit. So my New Year's resolution, if any of you are doing New Year's resolutions, has been to save more money, because I would really love to be at home this summer with my son and not have to go to summer school. You know, like we talked about earlier in the past videos, I have postpartum anxiety and have been struggling with being away from him. So that is my New Year's resolution, is to eat healthy, try to lose some of the baby weight. Excuse me. And to, I guess, just kind of be a better person. I think that that's a good general New Year's resolution for everybody every year. But, and I actually really love these spoon bottles. I had bought the Philips Advent, and I wasn't a huge fan. They work great for some people, but for us, they just really weren't the right fit. And I started looking, and everyone said the Tomo bottles were ones to get. But those things are so expensive. So I found this, and my son loves them. I'm actually going to probably do a review video on like newborn must-haves. I think I'm going to actually do that this weekend. And kind of go over the differences between being a mom that pumps versus a mom that nurses, and the difference in bottles, and if you were formula feeding. Because we did supplement 1 bottle a day with formula when he was first born, because we had a difficult time when we came home from the hospital getting him to latch. And I didn't know if I could pump or had a pump. Honestly, I had never really looked at it and done some research, which I probably should have before having him. I didn't. So my husband went to the store at 4 a.m. with a screaming baby at home and a crying wife, and got me formula and the purified water. And we kind of got into a routine where every night we had a formula bottle. I started using this soap, but I didn't notice a difference. Honestly, I just wash it in really, really, really hot water and scrub, and it seems to get everything off. So after I finish that, I usually put away any of the tools that we used tonight, which tonight was the Instapot. Then I get my coffee ready for the morning. I drink iced coffee. Again, this is me trying to save some money. So I have my Cuisinart, and what I do is the night before, I pick out my flavor, which I have been loving the French vanilla from Walmart, and I open it up. Now while that is brewing, I go ahead and I take my Learn, Grow, and Teach cup. And I put 2 of the Aldi brand. And I slightly vent it just enough to where there's not like a ton of steam. And then I put it in the fridge. And then the nice part is I put my lunchbox right there next to it. And it's iced coffee in the morning. And it saves me $4 from Starbucks, which I love. Their nitro with sweet cream. And I get it with light sweet cream, just a little bit. And then I do 2 stevia, and it's amazing. And I've never been a coffee person, but I became a coffee person, and it is so good. I get a grande one of those. It comes to $5.70, and I remember when I first had my son, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks after I had him. I was literally addicted. I think I had one every single day, and I realized I was spending $40 a week on coffee that I did not need to be spending, so I stopped that real fast. Now the last counter I have to wipe is this one here, and it'll be the same thing. We're getting my Mrs. Myers out and spray, and there's little Sam. He's sleeping. I'll have to do like a bedtime routine too for like how I put him to sleep, and unfortunately the dreaded pumping afterwards. Alrighty. So now that my coffee is made, the next most important thing is my lunch, so I'm going to pack that. I also usually have yogurt and berries, but I did not eat mine I took today, so I left that in my mini fridge in my classroom. And I also have pretzels with dessert hummus and a banana. So I'm actually just tonight gonna pack my turkey sandwich because there's nothing else I really need. So after I do that, I usually pack the rest of my snacks. That's real life. Oh no. And I put it back in here. Then I pull out the frozen breast milk that we will be using for Sam tomorrow, because my husband will be home again with him. And that's pretty much it. I finished wiping down the counters, and I wiped down my bar, and I put away the miscellaneous things that accumulate. And once that's done, I make sure that everything is packed and ready for Sam the next morning. So sometimes he goes with my mom, and sometimes he's with my husband. So on the days that he's with my mom, I make sure the diaper bag is fully stocked and ready to go. On the days that he's with my husband takes care of that. And please don't mind my messy room. That'll be a different video for a different day. But besides that, I am gonna clean up a little bit in here and straighten up the living room, which isn't too bad. I just pick up a little bit of stuff that needs to be put away. The biggest thing, I don't know if you guys have this problem, is shoes. I have shoes everywhere. And then the lovely laundry that I get to pick up and carry with me to the bathroom to put away. And then a habit that I've been trying my hardest to get into is to start laying out my clothes for the next day on the back of my vanity. So what I do is I think about the weather, and it might be like, I would love to say that I check it every day, but I don't. And I have my lovely bra that I get to wear in the morning. It's my prenatals. And I keep this big comfy robe handy for when I'm nursing, or if in the morning if I'm pumping after I fed him. So I get up usually about 4:35 and I feed Sam, and then after I feed him I come into the bedroom and I hook up my pump, and then I pump, which stinks but it gives me lots of extra milk for him. And then after I've done that, after I've pumped, and then I get myself dressed and ready for work, and then I get Sam up and ready. So my day usually starts about 4:30 and it usually ends about 11 p.m. I'm trying to get that ending time up a little bit because it's starting to wear on me. But then I lay out my outfit for the next day. So for tomorrow, I think we are going to do black dress pants and maybe this plaid button down. And I think also I might do my jean jacket. Kind of a fun, relaxed look for a Thursday. And once that's done, it's just honestly cleaning up and tidying up for the night. So doing things like picking up the towel that your husband uses and leaves on your side. Picking up the towel on the floor. And putting that up there. Picking up again shoes because they are everywhere. I don't know why. I don't know what in our brains makes us think it's, oh, what do I want to leave? Let's leave shoes everywhere. But we all do it. I do it. My mom does it. My husband does it. And then it is about 9 at night. So I will jump in the shower, brush my teeth, pump one more time before I go to bed, and then try to sleep. So I hope you kind of enjoyed this routine-ish. It's a little bit of what I do. I'm going to do a more complete one, I think, once I kind of get the hang of this. So if you stuck around, I really appreciate it. If not, that's okay. So I will talk to you later. Until then.